it's a big fight. It's a redemption fight for Anthony Joshua. It's a fight that everyone in the UK and Nigeria and the rest of the world is looking forward to. The boxing world is clamoring for that challenge. It's an undisputed challenge because Joshua was seen to be able to walk over Usyk from the first time they met. So moving into this new fight, it has to be a new approach from Anthony Joshua's camp. And we can see that he's changed his trainer. We can see that he's changed everything around him, even his diet and everything. He's taking it very, very seriously. Usyk, on the other hand, is not a boxer to look over. The same way AJ is preparing, Usyk is preparing. So we are all hoping for, maybe a redemption from AJ's side, But Usyk himself is a fighter that he has to really, really watch out and watch the last tape where he got it wrong with Usyk. He's not somebody that I believe AJ has to be boxing with. It's somebody that I believe AJ has to use his strength. He has to impose his strength on him and make sure that he's the bigger man. And he knows how to grip him from time to time. Similar thing that's happened with Tyson Fury in the matchup when Tyson Fury fought with Wilder. There are certain times he moves around, there are certain times he smothers him on the ring. So I believe those tactics AJ has to employ while fighting Usyk, because Usyk is very technical. He knows he doesn't have the reach. He knows he doesn't have the size. But he's very, very brainy, very smart. People seem to forget that he's got a very good amateur background as well. So it's a very good matchup and we're looking forward to it. It wouldn't be the end of Joshua, but we don't anticipate a loss. We all supporting Anthony Joshua. In fact, I also love Usyk. But Joshua, we have, we're from the same cloth, so we are all pushing for him to win. And besides, boxing needs Joshua to win this fight because Joshua has been carrying the heavyweight division on his back. Since the time of Floyd Mayweather had to make the payments and all the funds coming into boxing. Most of it comes into the lower division, But now we have the heavyweight division coming back. We saw Tyson Fury has been ahead of Anthony Joshua earlier on, because Anthony Joshua was still coming up after the Olympics. Tyson Fury was already a professional. But no disrespect, but they couldn't pull over those kind of big fights payments in. They don't get it. But Anthony Joshua was able to do that on the other side. So all I'm just saying in essence is it's a whole different game plan, because right now he's heavyweight boxing needs Anthony Joshua. Without Anthony Joshua, he's the cash cow of the heavyweight division. Deontay Wilder can sell out to an extent. Tyson Fury can sell out to an extent, but none of them sells out like Anthony Joshua. And again, boxing needs the revenues, and to make the numbers make sense, you have to make the fight make sense. So sometimes, if you're talking about him losing, if that becomes the case, which I believe that will not be the case, it's not the end of the world. It's still they say styles make fights. There are certain fighters you might not be able to beat. Somebody else might beat them, and you can beat that person that beat them. So you beat the guy that beat the guy. That could be the case. But because of the legacy, I believe AJ is going to pour his whole heart into it. He wants to make sure that he makes this one count. He has to redeem himself. He put himself in this position to pick, because he doesn't pick and choose. He just goes for the next big name out there. That's what I'm saying from AJ's record. Certain fighters have been ducking certain fighters. It's clearly seen, But Anthony Joshua has been fighting anybody you bring to him. The only ones that didn't work out is the ones that they were trying to negotiate the percentage of the pay-per-view, who will get a higher denomination, who will get a lower one. So when it comes to AJ, I believe he's a champ. He's a role model. He's somebody that should be supported. Likewise, Usyk should be supported. But I'm looking at the bigger picture. We need to see AJ Fury turn out to be a big fight, a big blockbuster fight. Usyk naturally is a cruiserweight fighter. So what he's doing already is already historical.